Okay. Mic check 1 2 1 2. I am the Y2K collector and I'm back. I have 5 Nintendo Switch games that I can easily see reaching prices that are beyond reach of the average collector. And when I say beyond reach, I mean eventually these games are going to be above $250. I think 1 or 2 of them already are. And as the life cycle of the Switch continues to go on and eventually ends, I can easily see these 5 games hitting somewhat of a earthbound, holy grail status, in part because of scarcity for some, and in the case of all of them, because they are all just very fun games to play. And I think even if they're not widely accepted, they definitely hit a niche market of game players. So I want to go through these 5 here, and these may be some good games to keep your eye on this holiday season. Or if you're kind of, if you have a trade bucket, or a bucket that you're building up to get trade bait or get trade-in credit or sell to get cash, these may be some Switch games that you may want to look into. I know that as they, release more of the OLED model, there's going to be a huge revival of Switch, players, and, there's going to be this huge boom in Switch gameplay, and which means there's going to be a lot more people looking for Switch games. So I felt like now, as we get into the holiday season, Black Friday, before we even hit that, just wanted to go over these 5 games. So I'm not going to do any more jabbering or blabbering and get it started. The first game is one that you've seen me talk about on this channel, and I remember putting in an order for this game. Couldn't wait for it to come in, so I downloaded it. So I still have this sealed here, but this is Fury on the Nintendo Switch. So how do I describe Fury? Fury is a boss rush 3D action game where you're using multiple fighting styles. On one hand, you're almost using it's like a twin stick shooter. On the other hand, it's more of like an hack and slash game. On another hand, you have to parry. Like, the only way that you can attack certain enemies is by timing your parry and doing counterattacks. It's all strategy. All of your bosses kind of learn your attack patterns and change theirs to keep, just keep things interesting and exciting. Fury is one of those games that will suck you in, chew you up, spit you out. It is very difficult, but it is tons of fun and it gets your adrenaline going. Don't have any footage of it, but there are some photos of what you're looking at there, and it's just a very interesting game. So Fury it's an old game. It's one of the older limited run releases, but Fury is a very great game, and it's one that I would recommend checking it out. It's the 14th limited run release, as a matter of fact. So very cool one there. Another one that I would definitely recommend, and this is one that I think more will be familiar with, but and by the way, Fury, in case you're wondering, right now Fury goes for roughly between 125 and 150 bucks. I know that Best Buy re-releases certain limited run games, but I have not seen them re-release Fury yet, so it's still commanding a high price online. All right, next up we have RType Dimensions. So this is a very fun RType shoot 'em up. It has multiple versions of the RType games on here, so you can definitely check it out. It has RType and RType 2, and you can play them in these kind of new 3D formats. So it's pretty cool. You do get it on the Switch. Again, this is a kind of an early release for Strictly Limited. This was their 17th release, and RType is just a great shoot 'em up, and I love shoot 'em ups on this channel. Next one up. Oh, and by the way, RType Dimensions, I keep forgetting to say the price because I don't really focus on price too much, but RType Dimensions right now, I know the special editions are commanding 300 bucks. I don't see too many of the standard edition, but they're definitely above $200 to get that shoot 'em up. Why? I don't know. I'm assuming just because there's been such a low print run, but also RType is a very fun game. I actually recently got RType 3 on the Game Boy Advance. But anyway, the next one up we have here is Razon EX. And this is a shoot 'em up, basically. A very, very fun shoot 'em up. Came out by NG Dev. And just it's just a shoot 'em up. It's a bullet hell shoot 'em up. That's what you're looking at here. Side scrolling, lots of colors, lots of explosions, great gameplay. And right now, I think the average on these is between 150, 175. So you can bank on spending, roughly around 170. That's if you're going to pick it up today. So, as more, people purchase a Switch and then we're going to have the whole secondary market for Nintendo Switch, because everyone who had the first Switch, they're going to be selling those and to get the OLED. So that's just going to bring more people on board to the Switch. So this is one that I would definitely look out for if you're into the shoot 'em up genre. And then I have one more shoot 'em up that is also pretty pricey already, definitely above $200. This one is from Super Rare, and this is Stared in Binary Stars. I've talked about this one as well. This is a very fun shoot 'em up, side scroller shoot 'em up. Follows that cartoon type of feel, almost like a hand-drawn style shoot 'em up. I did download this. That's why I haven't opened my copy here. That's why it's still sealed with all the stickers and stuff. But Stared in Binary Stars is a very fun shoot 'em up, so I would definitely check it out. Side scrolling, get your power ups, and you get your, it's just a shooter. Not as much of a bullet hell, but you definitely want to pay attention when playing this one. So Stared in Binary Stars, that's one that I also see being very expensive. And then last but not least, this one, I actually got this a while ago and I picked it up used. And if I'm not mistaken, this was expensive back then. I think this was about 50 or 60 bucks back when I first picked this up. But now it roughly goes for around between $2 and $240, and that's the Messenger. Yes, the Messenger is a very, very fun 8-bit style 2D side-scrolling platformer. Kind of has those Ninja Gaiden vibes on the Nintendo Switch. A lot of really cool colors. The story is a ton of fun. This is just a very fun game. If you like games like Shovel Knight and stuff, you'll really like this game. But this is a very, very expensive Switch game even right now. Definitely going for between $220 and $250. And if you do enjoy that style of game play, definitely check out the Messenger. And that really does it in terms of 5 games that I wanted to bring out. There were definitely more that I could go through for the Switch. Definitely have a hefty Switch collection that I've got here, but I just wanted to go through these 5 because I think these kind of feed more of a niche market of shoot 'em up lovers and platform lovers and side scroll lovers. So these are some really cool games here. So let me know what games you think are going to just be out of this world for the Switch when the Switch life cycle's over. What games do you think that are out for the Switch that are already beyond reach? Definitely interested to know what your thoughts were, and just wanted to switch up the content with some Switch recommendations. Again, I am the Y2K Collector. Hopefully you're having a good week, and I'll see you this weekend. Take it easy.